Step inside the circle. Be one of the wolves. Decide to unite ourselves through expression. Follow the leader into the dark. Prepare yourself for the pit.
What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, which means it's the fucking lunch show of death. So fucking let's get on with it, man. We got a whole lot of really good shit today. And, man, I got a treat for you here in just a moment. I'm going to start off the show with a new Ionosphere song. Now, if you guys don't know who Ionosphere is, Ionosphere was a solo project I started 8 years ago that kind of turned into its own beast. And by that, I mean it literally became its own monster. I started back 8 years ago when I was first introduced to djent. I know some of you guys don't like a whole lot of djent, and I know there's a lot of controversy on whether or not it's still a genre or not or whatever. I call it a genre, so I don't give a shit what anybody else says. Now, I released a brand new instrumental song just yesterday, so it's barely gotten a whole lot of hits yet. It literally just dropped yesterday. So we're going to start off the show with that song, and it's called Nova. And obviously it's about when a planet goes nova and fucking explodes and everybody dies. The end of humanity. The last shadow for the dawn of mankind. So that's kind of the premise that I was building for, creating a little bit of an atmosphere. It's definitely got some very crazy breakdown parts. It's very djenty. I really hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll definitely respond to your comments. We'll definitely talk with you about it. You know, I want you guys to tell me what you think of my music. It's not often that I open up a show with my own music. Actually, this is like the first time I've ever really done that. But I'm so excited about this track and how good it turned out that I really want to share with everybody. And I really thought it'd be something kind of cool today and something special since this is Wednesday and anything goes. We're just going to open up the show at that. First, though, I really want to talk about a couple things. I really want to get on the talk about venue owners today. I see a lot of venue owners doing a lot of poor management to their venue. And by poor management, I mean like zero promotion, and you're creating zero incentive for people to come into the door of your establishment. So what I'm getting at is I think it's time that you guys adopted a new policy as far as promoting bands goes or dealing with any of that goes. Because I really think if you don't adopt a new policy soon, you're going to end up closing your venue just like everybody else does in the end because they don't take care of their shit. Because they didn't consider, I need to make better investment choices with my time. And they don't. So my advice to you is this. Do a little research in your area, okay? Find out how much or how many people live in your area. Find out your population. And once you find out your population and you figure out how many people in your area, then you need to do some simple math and you need to base how much sharing you need to do and how much promotion you need to do based on those people, okay, in your area. And then you can set the bar for your own venue standard for promotion in that area. For example, if you live in a small area like a county and there's like a basic venue there with a bar and I mean it's a little itty-bitty joint but it's still a venue, you're not going to expect 1,000 people every other day. Okay, that's not something you're going to see as far as the business. Now that would be wonderful, but that's not generally expected in a small place, in a small bar, in a small venue. Especially when the venue itself can't even hold more than 300 people. So you have to understand that if you're going to run this as a business in a small frame joint, you have to think more of a consistent amount of bands that come in there, more than trying to focus on how many people come in your door at one time. Yeah, that one show, that absolute one show that you do that doesn't sell any tickets, and you're like, what happened? You got to think, okay, well, how often did I promote this show? How far out did I have it booked? How many people knew about it? Did I go through every venue that I could that I needed to promote this show? And if you can't answer yes to every one of those questions, then you fucking failed. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that, but that's just the truth. So here's how you handle it a little bit better, okay? I'm going to give you venues some sincere advice to not keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting better results, because it's not going to happen. That's insane. Look, if you want people to come in your door, you have to create three things. These three things are, the first, incentive. You have to book someone or bring something or have a special or something to bring those people in there. They have to want to be in your establishment, and it can't just be because of the music. It has to be because of a combination of things, okay? Your packaging of branding. Now, I know you have a business, and you probably don't think, hey, I should probably remodel this place or paint it or do something with it. But yeah, you have a shithole. You probably should fix it up. So why don't you clean it up, paint it up, put some new stuff in, upgrade the sound a little bit, and boom, you're now a much more professional venue, and you can actually host better events and with more professional fucking bands. Just a thought. The third thing you're going to need is some real promotion. And by real promotion, I don't mean you made a fucking couple hundred flyers and put them on some fucking cars or people just threw them on the ground. No, I mean you need an actual 2 to 4 month campaign of promotion and advertising and marketing via online. Okay? If you're not doing all your shit online at this point, you are wasting and hemorrhaging money and time. You can cover way more ground by going online than you can walking around with a couple hundred flyers, wasting your entire fucking day, when that entire day you posted 200 to 1,000 flyers on fucking car windows underneath their fucking windshield wipers or whoever. Guess what? You might have gotten 20 fucking people at best with 1,000 of those flyers that come to your show. Now, that being said, in the same amount of time that it took you to do that all fucking day, okay, you could have sat online for 4 hours and you could have reached 20 to 30,000 fucking people, and you could have had way more people come in your door, and you never even had to leave your house. See, this is a problem. You guys always want to walk around here and act like you know what you're doing, and you don't understand why you fucking fail. Well, if you'd humble yourself and stop pretending like you fucking know what you're doing, because obviously if you're failing, you don't, you might be able to rebuild your business a little bit better and get back on your feet. Because let's be realistic here. How many venues have we played that were complete shitholes, that were completely mismanaged, that didn't fucking promote their shows at all or barely even acknowledge them at all? Like, there's barely even a flyer. Okay, we've all been through venues like this. In every place that we live, we all have venues like this. So we have to band together to make sure that we inform and teach them a better way. Now, if they don't want to learn the better way and the right way of doing things and how they become successful and literally how they make money through the venues itself, through our industry, then let them fail and go under and wait till the next guy comes along and he wants to buy the place or she wants to buy the place, and then shoot them the same damn thing that you shot the last guy. And if you're lucky, they'll listen to you. But you got to show them that it works, because there's plenty of venues around the world that you can easily pick from that show them that this works. And all you have to do is take care of a handful of things, at least those main things. There are other things that are important too, but those three main things that I mentioned just a few moments ago, those are really where it's at. That's really how you hold down your venue and you assure yourself consistently that your venue remains open, the bills are paid, and the bands are happy. And if you can't do that, well, close fucking shop. You're fucking failing. Stop doing your bullshit. Stop wasting everybody's time. Stop hemorrhaging money to people for nothing. Because you can have your venue and think you're all proud of it, but if you don't have it for 10 fucking years, then you don't really have a venue. You have a new business. You have a new business that you're going to have to sink your life into. Now, if you're not willing to do that, and you're not willing to put your neck out there for the bands and make sure that you treat them well because they treat you well, because without the bands, they're your bread and butter and you don't have a fucking venue at all, okay? If you don't do that, you're not going to win. So remember, everyone has to respect one another in all these situations. The bands, you need to respect the venues. No matter what's going on with them, you can make suggestions and advice, but keep in mind that those suggestions and that advice could be ignored. So is if they ignore you, they're not worth your time anyway. And that's just my bit of advice for the day here in the pit. I just wanted to I like to touch base here and there on a couple of topics that not a lot of people talk about, and I really like giving advice to people that can help them, especially venues or bands or engineers or producers or promoters, whoever you are. I've got a bit of information or advice for all of you, and I definitely want to share it every week, all week long, twice a week with you guys, and I will continue to do so as long as we are on air. So, man, without further ado, let's get into some fucking metal. I think I've talked enough for the intro of this show, and, I'm really, really excited for the rest of the show. I got a whole lot of good, brand new fucking tunes. And, man, this is just basically how it's going to go down. We're going to play my new song, Nova, by Honest here first. We're going to follow that up with some King, not King 810, just King. And we're going to follow that with Straight Outta Slamton, some Mirrors. We're going to do a little God Complex, some Reminiscence, some Revenant, and let's see, what else we got? We got Shotgun Surgeon, Sterilizing Deceased, the Vonage Code, and that's that brand fucking new Vonage Code. Yeah, Eye of the Week. Shit just dropped like a few days ago. We got Fear My Intentions, which if you have not checked out those guys, holy shit, those guys are fucking off the chain. So you're going to love this list. We're going to dive in right now. This is Ionosphere, me, with my brand new song, Nova. Let me know what you guys think, and welcome to the pit.